What up, boys and girls? So we got a couple of changes. The room is still a hot mess. That's okay. I guess you probably get rid of this. Um, hey, it's me. Hi. Uh, so I am exhausted. I did a lot of running today. Um, I am really freaking exhausted. We need to cut up some lights. And I just had dinner. I finally got a chance to eat all day, and it was just now, just to sort of replenish the energy that let's put this out of the way that I was running on. I kind of half damaged the place without actually fixing the situation. Um, what was that? Oh, that. All right. I should turn this up. Thank y'all. All right. So, um, what do we got going on? Uh, Updates. This is the update. The 7 a.m. show will remain a 7 a.m. show every day at not infinitum, but at least up to the 1,000 day mark. But we're gonna shift the 4 for the 7 p.m. show, just because I'm not as young as I used to be, and I always want to play guitar at 4. Then I have to wait 3 hours, and then you know I get into my cool down mode, which always requires like a J and a libation of some sort. Um, so 7 a.m. We're not gonna miss it. We're moving the 7 p.m. show to 4, huh? Till 4. Uh, here's the thing. It was originally at 4. You know, I'm not even coming. I'm still wearing my freaking sneakers. I'm never in shoes. Um, so yeah, we're gonna move that to 4, and likely the 4 o'clock show will likely run past 7 nightly because I like to chit chat. I uh I tell what a rockin' tour. I can tell a ton of stories, and by the time I get settled out and get tired, it'll be around about maybe 8, and that's better versus trying to. Actually, that's not even fair to say. I'm not ever trying to stretch a show, am I? Um, no, I'm not trying to stretch shows. I just think the 12 hours between shows, a lot goes on in between, and when I begin to want to kind of wind down, I'm like, oh no, I got a show, which quite frankly induces a little bit of stress, I want to say. But you don't even want stress in your whole deal, right? A little bit of stress every day causes you heart problems, anxiety. But we don't want that. And like I said, this is really cool, right? Um, we're doing 2 days in music, and we're learning stuff, right? But under our own steam. And people say you can't learn stuff on the internet, so you have to buy my X, Y, or Z. That's BS. Um, I'm not selling you anything, and if I ever do get popular enough to sell you something, it'll be something you need. You know what I'm saying? Get a mug with a music scale on it or something. Like get a cool ass T-shirt, but I'm not gonna ask you to invest in this, that, or the other thing because that wouldn't be where we're trying to be, right? We're trying to be musicians. We're not trying to be rock stars or celebrities or anything. We're just trying to be musicians. Um, and from there, you can from there after you're a musician become a rock star and sell stuff. That's fine, right? But here in this venue, it's like a neutral zone, right? The greatest people can tell you stuff. Like people were in here earlier telling me about chords and how I should probably hang my guitar because all so- I was having all sorts of trouble just trying to hang the guitar properly. And this is what happens. Like this these past few weeks, people told me chords. People told me a better way to sit here. Maybe you should practice. You should all kind of good, just kind of like stuff that they didn't have to tell me. That was totally useful, totally helpful for me, right? Um, and the whole energy here is uh, may not be true, but we believe musicians have good energy, right? You sing their songs, you get married to their music. They touch you. Some of these songs touch you when you have a breakup, and all these kind of things. So we are clear. We're very clear what we're doing here, right? We're going to learn music, the scales and the charts, right? Where is it? And granted, I apologize. I hope I haven't apologized enough, but I apologize. Our trusty music book sketched out by me last week. There's even a date on it. Excellent. But we're gonna do all of it. We're gonna learn tabs. I was thinking today, just because everybody knows it, we're not shitting on tabs, but we want to learn this. We want to be able to open up any music thing, and these are the rudimentary ones, right? Because like C major is like, where's my grimoire? C major is like, where is it? I would love to read some of this, but I'm pretty sure I would be instantly smacked around by the lawyers of death or something. Instant song creator, the AABA method. The method of creating progressions using the X and Y axis, alteration of scales, tone degrees, and progressions is great for creativity. That sentence right there. Let's read it one more time. The method of creating progressions using the XY axis, alterations of scales, tone, degrees, and progressions is great for creativity. I recognize all the words. Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right. Is this the one I'm looking for? It might be in the other one. Yeah, maybe it's in my chords and notes grimoire. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's in here. I'm not crazy. All right, see what's happening? We're slowly sliding off pivot, which is fine for our show, right? We here it is. So these are the C, D's, and E's that we. Oh, good Lord, I'm all over the place. Look what's here. These are the C, D's, and E's that we learned today, right? So we will see these again on the scale, and we'll know what they are, right? So we know our. Put this here. Oh, good Lord. All right, hold on. We know our hand positions, right? But we're going to, oh, my fingers all over the place. We know our hand positions, right? We're trying to learn the notes, right? I love this book because it gives you three of the same thing, right? So we got our hand position, fingering. I don't know what this is yet. And we have the notes, which we want to concentrate on. And we're going to know the scale. So when we know this C code, when we see it in the ledger, that's what it looks like. And by the time we're done, uh, it'll be like I said, it'll be like reading. Like so, you should look at it as children learning to read the first readers, where you help them with big words like ambulance and you know what are big words for kids? And but by the time those kids are like in sixth grade, they can burn through that, right? Um, and that's what we're doing because nobody plays music and then goes, okay, I learned all this stuff, and then they stop, right? Um, you'll play a little more every day. You play a little more every day, and before you know it, you will be like that little kid who was first reading Dick and Jane books. Do they even still make Dick and Jane books? Huh. I used to love Dick and Jane books. See Dick run. Run, Dick, run. That's the only one I remember. They had friendly police officers. They had, yeah, it was Dick and Jane books for like, God, how old are you in the preschool? 4? First grade is 5 here in America, right? I don't know. All right. I don't know. Anybody who's got kids, don't tell me because I don't want to know about it. Just turn this whole place into a after school party. Exercise, progressions. See, and we also have to know, like, I don't know what some of these are. So I know what, I'm stepping on an outlet. I don't know what this means, right? So C6, I have no clue what that means, C6. But I know C triangle essentially means C major, right? So there's a lot of C, D7, D6, right? So I think I was thinking maybe that means it's the D on the sixth fret. Uh, but that's me pulling stuff out of oh, put this in there. See this? I didn't get to clean the room. You see me tossing books under the table. Half of the stuff is still here. This has all been sort of shifted 3 feet. Yeah, it's a mess. What are we doing? So we're not talking about politics, because we did that this morning. I let everybody know my disagreements. That's one of the perks of living alone. Don't worry, it's still so light that I won't trip over that when I go to move it. And get, wow, that's pretty good. Uh, oh wow, that feels nice. Oh, 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 your feet freshly out is like sneakers is an awesome thing. Oh, yeah, yeah. Can you reach them? You should be able to reach your toes. It shows flexibility. Oh yeah. Good, my yoga days are way past me, aren't they? I used to love hot room yoga because it's like doing yoga in a sauna. So you sweat out all the toxins as you stretch and limber. It's the best yoga. But yeah, during the age of coronavirus, you can't be in a sweaty room with people. I don't even want to be in a sweaty room with a sweaty partner, for God's sakes. Ugh. So yeah, it is what it is. So we are gonna move the 7 p.m. show to 4 p.m. I was gonna start next week. Well, next week is next week. I was gonna start um in 8 days, but instead I'm just gonna start to Monday. So Monday, I wanted to give people like a week, but it's not like I have millions of people watching this, right? And like I said, it was originally 4. It was 7 a.m. and then 4. Um, so this way, I'll be able to do this show and still be lit AF enough to do my other 2 shows. Yeah, I hate to say it, but the 12-hour spread was a problem because I don't really take naps, so I would have had to be up and then stay up for 12 hours, and then drop a 2 or 3 hour pod while being like lucid, mentally lucid. And most people aren't mentally hot for 12 hours, right? You got 24 hours in a day. If you get 8 hours of sleep, most people don't, but if you get 8, that means you have 16 hours left, right? Um, so of that 16, you're being up for 12 hours. Now you got 4 hours. So what are you going to do with those 4 hours? And that implies that you've been hot all day, right? So maybe you've been like working for 8 straight hours, just need to like shut your mind down. How long does that take you? More than 15 minutes after 8 hours. So you may need like an hour. You may want to watch 2 hours of a movie, right? You might want to have dinner. That's an hour. So I was like, ugh, I'm really cutting this 24-hour clock close. I happen to believe that you should, oh, wow. Oh, 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 you should be able to, ugh, that hurts. Do you hear that crack? You should be able to sort of do your 8 hour shift and then have like 8 hours with your family and then sleep for 8 hours, right? Uh, and that's the way it should go. Um, but the whole block of 12 hours is just weird because it weighs on my mind. Like it weighs on my mind, and then I'm doing stuff in the day, and I'm like, I got to be home by X, got to be da 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 da. I sort of wanted to be in place sooner, especially on my schedule. And this whole thing should be on my schedule. I sort of changed it to 7, like I want to say 2 weeks ago, because I was sort of asked to by a fan who was here a lot. And I thought it was a better, like, oh, the 12 hours. Yeah, that's good. And, so after this little bit, it sort of didn't work out. But that's fine. But you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to not do it. Right? Are we going to do it? You're damn right we're going to do it. Woo-wee. Oh, sweet Jesus. I'm giving myself foot massages. Oh, yeah. Oh, I am not. Ooh, that felt awesome. So, oh my God. So yeah, massages are freaking awesome. Even if you have to give them to yourself. What's the weather outside?
It's currently partly cloudy and 79 degrees. Expect clear skies starting tonight.
That's
Temperatures
nice.
are heading down from 81 degrees to 73 tonight.
I'll take it. 73 degrees with the windows open. Balling out of control. All right. Hashtags. I should work on my hashtag game. I was looking to change. It gave me a destination, but the destination was weird. All right, that's the destination for that. All right. All right. All right. Well, oh, maybe I should undo this. Maybe somebody might want to say hi in the chat. Hello, chat. Someone say hi to me. Come on, come on. I will say that you get a new pony delivered to you in 7.5 billion years. Hey, chat. What's up, yo? That seems fairly urban enough. So what are we doing today? Ooh. Like I said, nothing that I tried to get done got done. Nothing. Nothing. Um, I did manage to go shopping and pick up some steaks. Nice big bundle, and then I had to come home and pat them dry, wrap them in cellophane, and each one, and then put 3 per bag in a Ziploc, and then put those. So yeah, I think I'm good for steaks until like, good lord, I have enough steaks probably to last me a steak dinner a night. No, that would be, yeah, good lord, my heart already hurts. I can have a steak a week, and it's not a lot of steaks, but a steak a week. I'm having steak and eggs tomorrow for breakfast. I should live stream that. But I haven't cleaned up the kitchen. Dang it, man! You're all over the place with the stuff you need to do and the stuff you should be doing. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's get to it. Do we want to cut on some lights? We've been talking smoke for 17 minutes. Uh, so the updates are essentially, um, the 7 o'clock show will be moved 3 hours ahead to 4 o'clock, and the 4 o'clock show, it's gonna burn. Maybe the 4 o'clock show will go to about 6, but then I will likely be back with a late night show. Um, yeah, but it won't be music. It'll likely be me talking smoke and drinking. Here you are. Whew. Oy. I find that we as people have our own foibles. And what I really hate is when you break a nail and there's not a nail clipper around. Because what always happens to me is it runs up into the meat of the finger. I don't know why it always happens. And I'm just kind of like, I've got to wait however long a nail takes to grow back for it to grow out. I'm like, Jesus. Nope, that's not good. All right, so that this means I'm tired. Good Lord. I'm gonna find that in a day or two. All right. What were we doing? We were, excuse me, we were taking our shoes off. The fan is on. We're gonna move this. Okay, so that has to go. This is empty, right? So I'm just gonna reconvert that box to trash. Um, y'all are lucky you cannot see this table, under this table, adjacent to this table, and this bookshelf is a friggin' mess as well. Uh, it's funny. I am not normally this dude. Oh wait, give me a second. I'm washing my red, white, and blueness, so I have to throw it in the dryer so it's ready for tomorrow. I mean, I'm sure you understand this, right? I mean, we're all patriotic people. Even though if you're not American right now, you can understand that we have a patriotic day coming up, and you want to throw on all your ridiculous finery, your red, white, and blueness, your star spangled greatness, and want to run out there and get good old fashioned liquored up and shoot up the joint, like we Americans do. Uh, whatever version of that for you, I would applaud wholeheartedly if you were washing your, I don't know, your wooden shoes or your, uh, what are those things called? Your gi. Isn't that called a gi, right? The martial arts costumes? Not costume. They're not a costume. Uniform. Yeah. Do we know the difference between a costume and a uniform, people? If I put on a military uniform, it's a costume, right? If a military person puts on a military uniform, it's a uniform. All right. Let's not get it twisted. A whole lot of stuff goes behind actual uniforms and not just clothes. All right, I'll be right back. All right, is this going to be fast? It's going to be super fast. All right. Ouch. All right. How did I manage to injure myself going to the laundry? Jesus Christmas. What is going on in my world here? Oh, oh my God. The dryer attacked me. Criminy. Oh Lord, I can't get a break. Um, I don't know what is going on with the modern American person. Um, Ice Cube. All right, so we need to do what? We're gonna practice. All right, so I was supposed to shave my head. I didn't get to do that. Um, man, what a day! I mean, I can't hate on it. Ooh, I got a lot done. Got some shopping done, but I got none of the stuff I told you I'd get done. Right? That's so that. I mean, what do I call it? Life maintenance. I got a lot of life maintenance work done. Right? I did a little laundry, cleaned a little. Um, can't even say I cleaned a little. What would you call this? This all has to go. And I still got unfinished. Oh my God. All right, you know what? We're not, like we said, we're not even gonna. I am unprepared. I'll be right back. I cannot believe this is going on. All right, one more time before we not leave the room. All right, all right, all right. See what I mean? I'm sort of goofy. Like if I'm up too long, if I can say I can get by on 4 hours of sleep. If the work is I can get by on 4 hours of sleep. Should we raise this? If the work is rudimentary and you know, but sometimes you got to do stuff and think stuff out. The more you have to think through the course of your day, the less you can be up all the time, and I think that's the truth of it. We let's toss this thing down a little bit. Our guitar practice is turning into a Chatty Cathy session. Oh my God, that back room is the best. All right, so we know what we need to do. Now I have to pee. We know what we need to do. We know what. Not well. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. We know what we need to do. Right. We wrote it. We wrote most of it down. We know what we did not do today, which is not awesome. We don't want to get into a habit of. Oh, really, man? We don't want to get into a habit of. Really, I have to wipe that phone and get rid of it. It's just ridiculous. We don't want to get into a habit of being bad at stuff, right? Of not hitting our marks. So Jesus. Oh, God. How many of these do I have left? Oh, two. Sweet. Jesus. All right. God. These are, I both like these and hate these a bunch. They're so sugary and tart at the same time. They make your molars hurt and your eyes squint. Ugh. Wow. And then the aftertaste is like rank feet. Ugh. Mm. Oh wow. Ugh. Oh wow. It's such a unique freaking. I'll lose it though. Mm. There's no 21. Yeah, I probably shouldn't buy any more of these. There's no like FDA information on it at all. Ah. Ooh-wee. You know what? I should just polish them both off right now. How many milligrams is too many milligrams before it puts you to sleep? Should we even look it up? I mean, oh my God. Mind you, we are pro marijuana. So don't I'm not telling you to smoke anything. I'm not smoking anything right now. Um and these people always ask me about these. This is not marijuana. This is not tobacco. Not lying to you, I won't lie to you. Right? I want you here. I just won't tell you. But I won't lie to you. Right? If you ask me some shit that's none of your business, I won't tell you. But I'm not gonna lie to you. That's not marijuana. Uh And I think I did a show already where I was like, I only do shit that grows out the ground. So the only thing I've ever done is weed and mushrooms. But if you got to make it in a lab, your PCPs or whatever, your acid, your cocaine, I don't want to fuck with that. But I get it. Most of the food that we eat is bad for us, and it comes out of a fucking lab, right? But like vegans, although we give them a lot of shit, at least they have a code of what they'll eat and what I sort of respect that. Um, I don't really understand it, but at the same time, I'm sort of like that too. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to look up how many milligrams before it drops somebody on their ass. Uh, sometimes I don't even know how to phrase the question. Start with 5 milligrams. How much did they say this had? 300. All right, everybody's an idiot. Um, if you want real information, don't go to the government. The government is just, oh, oh my gosh. All right. Um, this is guitar. This is guitar practice. Again today, but like I said, sometimes we play. No, actually, all the time we play guitar. I don't even get that sometimes shit. All the time we play guitar, but sometimes it's later than usual because we get sidetracked and stuff. Like earlier today, we spoke about the police shooting and the plea deal that I, for one, did not approve of. But who am I? What did we also? We talked about the Me Too movement. How I support women, but I don't support dating at work. Meeting your lover and married, getting like meeting your partner at work, I totally get. dating this guy at work, and then not anybody else, and then maybe dating that guy years. I get, but some people date at work like it's high school, like they're just looking for the next guy at work. I have a problem with that because, like I said, sometimes relationships go bad and you don't like your spouse, but you should then be able to go to HR, right? Especially with so many people dating at work, no one. I don't know, man. It's like so. We talked about that. We talked about the cop ridiculousness. We talked about Joe Biden. A few with Kamala Harris. I mean, man, are we in a shit show or what? I mean, the Chinese are eating our lunch, and our president and vice president don't get along. I don't even know what to say. On top of all that, my chubby ass keeps getting chubbier. I don't even know what to say. I'm about to throw in a 10-minute. I used to do 100 push-ups a day, and the goal of that was to get it to 100 in a sitting, right? So I do 25 in the morning, like 25 like at lunch, and then by then, actually it started out with 20 and then 20 and then like 15 and then 15 and then 10. And by the end of the day, I was like doing threesies. But you get stronger, then you can do 25 and then 25 and then maybe do 10 and then 10 and 10. And it goes up to your discipline to keep remembering to do it. You could do like 10 an hour through the course of your day. If you can do how many you can do, if you can do like 5 an hour. If you can do naturally, do 10, but you don't press yourself out. So instead of doing the full 10, you go, I'm going to do 5 or I'm going to do 3, right? The next hour, you do another 3. The next hour, you do another 3. And it's that simple. You just have to find a place to do it at work. Same thing with crunches. You want to do crunches to lose the gut. I was thinking about, I just had beef and broccoli for dinner, which is also why I'm slightly sort of I got the itis, as we black folks say. Um, Good Lord, that should not be that low. All right, so we got the lights on. I feel like it's dim in here. Whew. So we're supposed to look up blues riffs, which I did, and all these super simple blues riffs that people have for you. They don't seem so simple. Like somebody was like, learn to play Neon. I looked up Neon. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is not brand new guitar level stuff, right? That we can, I mean, yeah, we can learn the chord, but we're also gonna put the chord up, and like I showed you, like the note, what the note looks like. So when you're flipping through the book, when we're doing sight reading all this, you will have come across that note 1,000 times. Well, maybe not 1,000, but a lot of times, 50, 100 times before we even hit like really good notes like that. Like the stuff I was thinking would be a lot simpler. Like, but mind you, everyone I talk to says you should play music, like learn to play, right? Um, I thought it was gonna be simple like this, like I wrote in the book, like you know what I mean? Um, can I raise that up a little bit? So yeah, can you tilt it so it's not? There you go. Thank you. So like that, but at the same time, I mean, it gets super complicated because there's a lot of notes. But whew, I don't know. So we did not do the cleaning and the fix up because we sort of had a run, and tomorrow is the national birthday, the anniversary of us being a nation, right? So no shade on Britain, no shade, but it's nice, right? Um, it's pretty good. We're on our 15th day. right? 2 days of session. Uh, we've got other stuff other than guitar practice is true, but we didn't do any of that today. Let's swing this here. Can you better hear me? Me. La 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 la. So today I was listening, like trying to find songs to play, and I listened to 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, which is essentially a guitar-based song. That looked complicated. One of my personal favorites, Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode. I looked up that. That starts with a great guitar lead in. That looks complicated. I was like, maybe I'll just get a teacher to teach me songs. These are the notes, and this is the song. I don't know. I mean, you've seen me. I'm bad with the metronome. We should kick off the metronome here. But I'm essentially bad with the metronome. And everything I watch says you should play them, like you should learn songs, even though I think we should gobble up all this goofy information and then attempt songs later. I'm sorry. Every now and then weird stuff happens outside my window. And I'm becoming very looky loo old lady in the window, kind of like just looking, craning your neck, about to squawk. Wah, wah! Right. I think it's a thing that happens to you when you get old. My goodness. So let's oh come on. Let's 21 minutes is a nice round number. So we pooched the whole day, right? We're not gonna put our feet up there. I keep thinking that the whole tape is just gonna crack in half because it's a dining room table and not a actual office table. I have been watching a lot of acoustic musicians play. All right. Oh. Yeah, man. I gotta tell you, I am one of those people. When shit catches my eye, I focus in. Right. Uh, I don't know, man. I guess I'm too weird. I can process information. Like I can tell you the woman who just walked out there, what she was wearing, kind of sneakers she was wearing, color scheme, about how tall she was, her weight. I can tell you about her breast size. All right, all these like biological critical informations. Because something struck me about it, and I was like, what is it? But give me 3 days, and I won't ever remember having seen her. Right. But God forbid something happens in an hour. I'm like, oh yeah, she was about 5'7". She was about 148, maybe 155, between that, give or take 5 pounds. She had jet dark hair. She had a bun. I think she might have been Latino, maybe or like a dark skinned white lady. She was wearing a gray top, uh, running tight pants like these, all black on white Nikes, and that's it. And it's everybody. Oh, that guy? Yeah, he had to be about 6'4". He was sandy blonde hair. He had like a crew cut. He had sort of a punch belly. He had a tattoo. I didn't know what it was, but it's on his right arm. He didn't have one on his left arm. He said, like, if you come to me, I've got information for you. Versus, oh, it was a black guy. Okay, and he was just a black guy. Well, okay, all right, lady. You're officially of no use to me in this investigation. Please, people, you got to tell people, give good information. You don't have to be 100%, but it's height within about 3 to 5 inches and weight within about 5 to 10 pounds, ideally, but 10 to 15 averagely, right? You should be able to guesstimate that. Guesstimation isn't just how many wings you think somebody can eat. Or you got to be able to guesstimate this shit. Man, I once went from New York to oh my God, Jacksonville, Florida, on a Greyhound bus, and I was like, "Ooh, I can." It was for my 21st birthday. I went to visit somebody, and I booked the ticket. It was the first thing I sort of did on a whim that was like that told me I was sort of not average. So on my 21st birthday, I didn't tell anybody. I somewhere in that week, I bought a ticket uh, to the bus. Uh, Went down to visit this person. Didn't even tell them I was coming. And when I got to Jacksonville, I was going to only be there for the weekend. And I had I was, like I said, 21. I was dirt fucking poor. I think I had like $50 leeway between this. But I was like, I'm going to do something for my 21st birthday. And I didn't want to get drunk, you know, and I wanted to leave New York. And I went and visited a close family member out of the blue. And I got to the Greyhound station, and I was, polite as I was raised to be. I was like, "Hey, I know it's I was like, "Hey, it's me." Like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "Yeah, it's my birthday this week," and I decided it's a weekend, and my birthday's in January, right? And it was 8 degrees, and I was like, so I thought I'd come down and maybe visit you for like a day or two, if that's all right. But if not, that's fine too. But you two like, all right. Mind you, I'm 21, and the person I was visiting was like 35, 40. She was like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I'm at the bus station." And she was like, "Stay there. I will come and get you." But it's the idea of I was good to like just wander around. I thought, hey, sleep on a you know a park bench for a day, tell a story about it. Yeah, I mean, just I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I wanted to do something for my 21st birthday. Where are you? I'm at the bus station. So yeah, they came and got me in 15 minutes. It was like one of the best weekends of my life. I told them my goofy story, as I talked to you, and I guess somewhere in their heart they were like, he's a sweetheart, but he's stupid and he's young." Um, Family member, of course. So maybe there's some of that going on too. So then we called my mom and dad, who were in New York, and I called them at like 11:30. They were like, "We were wondering where you were." They were like, "You are not in Florida." So yeah. Oh, here it is. Whew. Look, here's another thing about that. That might have been my 18th birthday. I think that might have been. Well, anyway, I think it was, doesn't matter. But I remember I have two memories of my 21st birthday. Both of them can't be right. Um, and one I had a great feeling about, and one I had a really sinister feeling about after I woke up the next morning. Um, and if you're ever in a bar at 21 and everybody offers to buy you a drink because it's your birthday, be wary of that, because it's more about giving you a hangover that you'll remember forever. It's really a sinister thing, right? Know how much but it's hard to know how much you can drink. But I grew up drinking, unofficially drinking, so I wasn't enamored by alcohol. And I grew up around my parents who would drink, and my dad would let me taste a sip of like beer, and I'd run off to play, right? So it was just kind of like, but I've noticed that people whose parents Never let them do anything. Sneak and do it and overdo it, right? So all the alcoholics I ever met, their parents never let them drink, right? Um, it's weird. It is what it is. So let's get it. I may go to the beach tomorrow. I really have to download the Haps app on my phone, or take my iPad out into the world, which is on my iPad. I mean, it's on my iPad so I can cook in the kitchen, but I don't want to cook in the kitchen and get grease all in my iPad, right? I don't know. I have to figure it out, and I also have to find a song. And I also have to clean this part of the guitar where my crusty arm is always on. All right, so what are we doing? We are going to do, sadly enough, spiders, because we stink at the metronome and we stink at spiders. So, like we said yesterday, should I let you watch me do spiders? Is that really learning? But we also said it's a live experience of learning the guitar, of everything, right? And as we do that, is this even tuned? And as we do that, I really do not understand how fast this guitar goes out of tune. It really is fucking amazing. That's amazing how fast this fucking thing is out of tune. I tuned it this morning. Yeah. Yep. What is going on here? I gotta tell you, man, they're not exactly tight, but they're damn near tight. And this metronome, when you talk, it tells you A flat, E flat, B flat. So it charts the tonality of your voice, which is nice. Because then I was thinking, ooh, maybe I can teach myself to sing by this metronome or something similar like it. It's a Korg TM-60 if you're interested. This is not an advertisement, but it is an advertisement for music. All right. Whoo-wee. You know what? We're not gonna bust our ass. We're not gonna hate on ourselves. You know why? It's our weekend, right? That's where we're at. It's our weekend. Hold on. All right. All right, so this week. Oh, I'm not, if I move it, where am I going to put it? All right, well, I'm just going to take the harmonica. Um, um, stop saying It's a sign of That's what it is. All right, so we, you, I, us, we all together. I'm not gonna sweat the. We just tuned this guitar, so we're definitely gonna fucking play. Excuse my language. Gonna gosh darn play it. Um, we are bad at this, but like I say every show, is this a show? Every experience. Um, we have XYZ amount of mistakes. We have XYZ amount. I could have sworn something dropped from the table, but how can you? We have XYZ amount of mistakes, and every day we go through more of them, and eventually the crate of mistakes will be empty. And that's it. You know what? I was also thinking about. I was also thinking about these songs, man. Because quite frankly, maybe I'm a little afraid to even attempt it. Because we know, I mean, there's no secrets here with us, right? I'm bad at right. I'm bad at that, and I'm bad strumming, and I'm bad at down ups. But I met someone in the chat today who told me he was doing down downs, and he's been playing for 30 years, and he untrained himself to do it, but he learned doing down downs, right? Which I'm good at, right? Because that's all I was doing. But now I have to go down ups. It really kind of look, if you're gonna learn this thing, learn it the right way. But if you choose to learn it yourself, be adaptable. That when you realize that you've made a mistake or that something is better, and we have two of those in our situation here. We have my A, which I was doing with three fingers, and I kept, see, I kept hitting the A with the meat of this finger. So then someone told me just use two fingers. Yeah, I'm not muffling anything. So I'm still getting the same result, you know. So that was me unlearning or adapting. And that's where we got to be. We gotta fix our deal. So we still know that our metronome is bad. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm a black guy. I have rhythm. I proved that on the stream a couple of days ago. I didn't actually dance or stuff, but I did that. It's keeping count. And I think what it is me sort of fumbling for the fingering and falling half a second or a second in metronome, like falling a tenth of a second behind, and then a tenth of a second, and then before you know it, I'm a full half measure behind, half step behind, not a half measure. Half measure would be 4 beats, right? I keep doing that. So we have to. I think we're slowing down in a weird way. We have to pick up our momentum because when we started this thing, it was spring and we were young, and now the days are short and it is the autumn of the years. So we have to work on our chords and our 5, right? See, those are downs. Even as I work on my stretching. Down ups. So down on 1, up on the 2nd fret, down on the 3rd, up on the 4th. So it's got to be. Those are all down downs. Wow. Oh Lord. I've watched so many. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Yo, you're at the door. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Yes, we're still doing this, but I can do 2 things at once. So give me a second. All right, so oh wow. So what was I saying? So we have to do crabs. Not crabs, I keep calling them crabs. Boys and girls, you don't want crabs. We're doing scales. We're supposed to be doing them standing up. Actually, we stood up. Did we maybe we should do half the show standing and half the show sitting. That way it's not a half show, sit show, stand show, sit show. But if we do that, we also have to play the electric more because whenever we reach, we always reach for the man, wires every place. Because we always reach for the acoustic. So, Lord, this thing is strapped me around the chair. So, we have been streaming for 59 minutes and 10 seconds, apparently. So, we should be able to get just 10 minutes of this. Right? Because what this does, hold on. You know, it's on the thing. You can come in. You've been on my pods before. I'm just trying not to abandon my audience, but you want to come and say hi? You do have a Haps channel. Don't say anything wild. I'm streaming to multiple channels. This is my nephew. He's got a Haps channel. You want to tell him what it is? Like and subscribe to his channel?
I don't even know the name of it.
Sweet Jesus. All right.
I think it's Zoop Sky.
All right. We'll figure it out. You'll like his channel when he actually takes a hard run at it, which is going to be this summer.
For sure.
What you guys doing for 4th of July?
Nothing, for real.
Word.
I'm about to go holler at some of my friends right now.
No, I already do that. I'm about to take out some stuff because I think your mom was going to cook.
Nobody ain't talking about cooking.
All right, kid.
All right,
I like it. Easy. Thanks, man.
It's on the table.
Yep. Thanks. All right. So apparently I have to take out some hamburgers and hot dogs for myself and cook them up because my I just assumed my sister was gonna cook. That's what I guess I deserve that, right? Oh my goodness. I should call her right now. Oh my goodness. But to my sister's credit, she's been cooking up a storm recently, so yeah, she should take a break. So we're gonna learn these chords, we're gonna learn the music, we're gonna learn all of it. Ugh. All right, let's spin this correctly. We're gonna do the metronome. Ugh. And I was watching a guy earlier, and he was saying how Stevie Vai actually, he was saying how, and he was saying a lot of stuff that I was saying. It's sort of like, he said he played so much on metronome that he would fall in line with any band, right? And I was like, he said he internalized it. It's like the metronome is in his soul, right? It's a body mechanic thing. Yeah. All right, take it easy. What's going on down here? Or we could do spiders, not spiders. The penta. You're supposed to do this. Slide down one and back. And then up. And then up. So you sort of go down, and then you're supposed to zigzag though. But yeah, so we are bad to the metronome, but that's all right. We had guests. That's fine. I mean, 10,000 hours. I'm going to go back through these shows and keep a running count of how many hours we... could you really even do that? Because then it would be 10,000 actual hours. You feel me? Versus of the 3 hours we did a lot of talking and conversation. Like we talked for 20 minutes before we even picked up the guitar. I want to play some video games. It's been a while since I played video games. I want to play some Insurgency. I want to hop into some Insurgency and blow the straight brains out of insurgents. Video games, man. Right? Let's try and run into the grid. I'm really going to have to just... This is becoming like a dark debt that I feel I must repay to the metronome gods, because for some reason, me and the metronome, man. All right, so what are we doing to the metronome here? It's been an hour. We're gonna wrap this up in another half hour. Because seriously, we got to get some stuff in here. What are we doing? All right, this is when I play sitting down, I sort of get used to this, and then when I stand up, I'm all over the place. So when I try to play like this, what is it? Hold on, wait. I think I had my legs crossed. Right, something like this to keep it sort of like I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm faster than the metronome. It's like I listen, and then I start paying attention to this, and then I'm off. There's got to be like a secret to being like a metronome god. Somebody knows. It's got to be on the internet somewhere. Good Lord, this is the cool thing about learning it this way. Like 10 years ago, like a million years ago, I would have had to been I was a wild ADD kid, right? I couldn't sit still and learn to play the guitar. But now I can stop and I can stop you, and I can run to the internet and go, how the fucking heck do you fix a metronome issue? Metronome-itis. Online metronomepedia, affect a partner's tap intervals on injury timing, temper metronome, blah, blah, blah. What is interactive metronome? Interactive metronome, online metronome, common metronome. All right. 4444 app. All right. So everybody got metronome-ish. Metronome timing problem. Yes, why not? I'm not saying that I have a timing problem. I am just looking it up for you guys. All right. So practicing metronome won't improve your shut up. How to practice piano with okay, stop it. Even with a metronome. Drummer world. Trouble keeping time to a beat. Practice in theory. 5 signs it's time to trash a metronome. 6 reasons drummers play with bad timing. Musician and metronome. Time using a middle. Adults who stutter and metronome synchronization. The metronome can help you with your stuttering issue? Huh. Okay. I used to have a stuttering issue. I just fixed it myself. But I still have some issue with some words. Like comfortable, 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 comfortable. Yeah. We all have weird words that trip us up. All right, timing problem even with a metronome. Let's look that up. Ha! I recorded a drum track for my band today. Ba, 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 ba. I feel like I've been having a lot of timing problem even while using the metronome. Okay, this is come on, man. Surely someone has a giant thesis on why your sorry ass cannot stay in time. I know how to keep time with a metronome. I just don't keep time with a metronome. How about how to actually stay on beat? How to play in time with a metronome. For example, if you're aiming to play at 120 beats, set your metronome to 60 beats per minute. Stay at 60 beats until you are comfortable playing consistently. And once it feels comfortable, bump up the metronome. Okay, you're right, you people. That's not what I want. I mean, that's not what I'm asking you. How to use a metronome. How to use a metronome. How about this? Timing problems to a metronome. All right. Practice to a metronome. How to improve your timing. Come on, guys. Seriously. Right. The click could go like this. You could decide you're going to keep time. I'm going to look at this later. I can't look at this now. Jesus. I guess I just have to do it. Many times, other musicians in the band have never played with a metronome, so they have tempo issues. But it's ultimately the drummer that keeps tempo. All right. So I obviously have a tempo issue. What must be done is what? I can't do a million hours with a metronome. I mean, the metronome. This is why we're sensitive about it. It's been like wiping us out. But the last 3 weeks, I even wrote it down on that board and in that book. So it's not like we don't know it. There's got to be a fucking hack. There's got to be a hack. Otherwise, what do people? I mean, you're implying all musicians sync up, and that is by nature impossible. Some people probably try and just give up, right? There's got to be a way to improve your metronome skills without this cynical mediocre shit that I'm seeing on YouTube now. And it's all about drummers or people with a stutter. Metronome practice timing basics. All right, we're going to click on this and keep that for later. 5 guitar exercises. How to improve your timing when singing. Singers have timing too. Oh my God, I'm so. Issues with timing, general discussion. Mental timing research. How do you fix an inability to keep a steady beat? I'm not even going to click on that because that's like, how do you fix an inability to keep? I do not have an inability to keep a beat. Just want to be clear, and I'm not casting aspersions on anybody who may have said inability to keep a beat. I'm just saying that, man, we are getting.
Hello, everybody. Brad Wood.
Okay, calm down, Brad. Yeah. Oh. There has to be a freaking way. There has to be a way. There has to be a way. There has to be a way. I don't know it. There has to be. It can't just be slowing down the metronome to a glacial pace, right? There has to be metronome practice. It has metronome. How about timing issues Metronome. And it brings you right back to the same freaking page. It's like no matter how I look at, and it's all about drummers. News. There's not gonna be any news. Wow. All right. So apparently, I have found the one thing that the internet doesn't have a lot of information on. How you keep timing? We know that. All right. Why is it hard to play a metronome? Is a good question. Playing slowly is way harder. Is way harder than playing fast. Playing slowly with a metronome is way. It says way twice. Playing slowly with a metronome is way harder than playing fast. There are more ways to screw it up, more time to know that you screwed it up, and more time to make corrections to it. At the same time, it's easier to play relaxed and maintain good form while actually good form, which actually will help you play faster too. Playing slowly with a metronome is way harder than playing fast. There are more ways to screw it up, more ways to know that you screwed it up, and more time to make corrections to it. At the same time, okay. So does that mean at the same time does at the same time mean conversely, oppositely, or are you saying as well as? I don't know who wrote this blurb, but it's bad. At the same time, it's easier to play relaxed. At the same time, so you're telling me playing faster, there are more ways to. Oh, good lord! Here's the problem. I'm not a writer, but I know good writing, and this is not good writing. But we live in a society where people go, well, if you can't do it, then you can't complain about it. Good lord. I think this, yeah, are we going to start? Just going to restart this whole thing. All right, so let's read this one more time. Playing slowly with a metronome is way harder. I'm sorry. Playing slowly with a metronome is way harder than playing fast. There are more ways to screw it up, more time to notice that you screwed it up, and more time to make corrections to it. Okay, that's what they're saying about playing it slowly. More time to notice you screwed, more time to make corrections. At the same time, and they're still addressing slowly. I'm assuming it's easier to play relaxed and retain good form, which is ultimate. Okay, so maybe that isn't that could have been written a whole lot better. Jesus, people, I'm fucking half high and drunk. Oh, who wrote that? Look, all right. uh, Stuff like that, just like it's like someone put a burr in my brain. It's all right. I guess that makes sense. 10 mistakes making with the metronome. How to fix it? Now I'm on some jag about not using metronome. Is mistake number one is not new. Mistake number two, playing without them more than with it. Okay, I can see that. Using your top speed at as a pro. Okay, no one uses the top speed mistake before. Trying to go faster without also trying to go slower. I tried to go slower. I'm bad at it. I'm better at faster because I think I just naturally pace my rhythm is a little bit faster than the average person's rhythm. Mistake five. Too many clicks. Something that playing slowly is hard. Setting your metronome to click half as often. Oh, okay. Huh. Quick, turn on the radio. Listen to the first song you hear. the odds are good that the drummer in that song is playing a snare drum on a beat. It's a snare drum on a beat 2 and 4. We call that backbeat. Okay, so we might want to write that down. A 2/4 beat is the backbeat. We don't even know what a backbeat is, but we should probably want to know, write down a backbeat so we can investigate it later. A backbeat. We're going down a rabbit hole. We're not gonna look up everything, but some of this shit we want to know. Backbeat. You know what? What is it? Question mark. All right. You know what? I just found out that there are backing tracks so you can practice with, like, all this stuff that was not around like 25 years ago to learn to play. So even with the 3 chords I know, you know what I'm saying? I could play on a backing track here quietly by myself and slowly get good. There's no reason to not join us in our wild, fantastical ride to music stardom. Among us, by the way, the world may not know who you are. We call that, if you're going to set your metronome so it only clicks half as much, you might as well set it so it's playing your backbeat. So I can set the metronome to what? Of course, when I say you should set your metronome to click on 2 and 4 instead of 1 and 3, what I really mean is that you should learn to feel the click there. The metronome doesn't care what you click there. In fact, it's just not. Uh, the metronome doesn't care where you play. In fact, its job is not to care about you. No, you are one who have to pump counting way to the backbeat metronome. All right, hold on. I don't even understand that whole pass. Say the metronome too loud. Confusing time with the feel. Of all the things I wish I would have understood sooner, this is absolutely number one. If someone would have sat me down and patiently explained this to me, and maybe shown me a few ways to work on it, I would have cut 10 years of mediocre guitar from my life. It's possible. What are those brackets? These space brackets? Common even to play in time, but with bad feel. In other words, you can play without speeding up or slowing down the song, but still be slapping how you play within that tempo. Failing to get critical feedback. Consuming this information without acting on it. Okay. Yeah. No, I got you. It's good information, I guess. Fretboard anatomy. All right. It's good information. But between you, me, and the wallpaper, who can do all that shit right now? I need a hack. I need like a giant wall hack. Look up a backbeat. Where's this metronome? All right, so let's do. He's talking about. Okay, this is 60. Somebody told me I should do way more than 60. They said I should do 100. That's every other. So 2/4 would be what? This is 5. This could not have been what he meant. This is annoying. I don't even understand. So this 2/4, 2 beats every 2 beats, or is 2/4? It can't. 4 can't be every 4 beats. 2 or 4, right? Should we try this? with my. All right, so let's just try in spiders to this every other beat. 2 or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 click, 2 click, 3 click, 4 click. Okay. I missed it. Ah. You know, I hate to say it. I like this better. Could it be possible that the extra beat was throwing me off? Or the anticipating and waiting for the. Mm. Oh, whoo-wee. Yeah, that one got me right in the palm. Yeah. All right, so here's the thing. I ridiculed that, but that's better. That's better. I'm 100 beats per minute. With a, I'm gonna call that a 2/4 beat. It beats every 2 beats, Bob. Right, of the 4 beats. So let's see if I can do that to the scales. I kept all right. All right, G. All right, E. All right, D. All right, C. All right. Oh, we're doing 2 fingers. A. All right, G. All right, E. All right, D. All right, so let's try it. All right. All right. Come on, man. All right. Properly place your fingers without looking at it all the time. You didn't see that? That didn't happen. I actually put my finger in between all the exact spaces and it went. All right, so we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're all bad. I'm not gonna be able to keep this up with that. I'll have to do this. I'm just not that fast. I'm not that adept. But I think I can. The 100 beats every other is fine for the crabs. They're not crabs, they're spiders. Why do I keep calling them crabs? I shouldn't have asked you guys why do I keep calling them crabs, should I? I'm pretty sure people are just laughing right now. I'm a little faster than it. But I think this is naturally where I am anyway. 60 beats is really slow, and we also said we need to tap our foot to bob, to nod our head. Get to the back of the fret, man. Ugh. I have an issue playing slow, so maybe I should learn at a pace that's I'm comfortable with and not trying to learn slow, right? So I can learn slow later as I build up what I'm good at. You see what I'm saying? Um, I'm trying not to hate that I play too fast because I want to like playing, and I'm also trying not to feel. Oh man, I love this. The sun is setting. I'm also trying not to say that it doesn't matter. I know it matters, right? I know it matters. Um, Dang it. All right. So I like this 100 beats every other beat. I wonder if I dropped it to 60, if I could. Oh, hold on. Oh, maybe if I cut the beat off. Let's do that and see how good we do at 60, like we were doing earlier. Ooh, yikes. Well, this one is done. All right, hold on. I'll add another one after this. Oh, okay, we've got 6 minutes. Fa la 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 la. All right, here we go. We're gonna keep the tuner on because it tells us the notes we're playing, which is helpful to remember. And when you speak, it also tells you the notes of the voices, like fa, la, la, F flat. All right, here we go. I gotta tell you, Korg, you've got a great little thing here. I hate to say it, I think I'm better already. You know what I think it is? I think it was that one 4 beat that was throwing me off. Up down on the stroking. All right, so the next 2 weeks we're gonna have to find something to get our strumming hand. But I think we might have hacked the metronome. Instead of 1 4 beats, we did 2 4 beats, and we're closer to the. All right. What are we doing? So it's 8:45 on your Saturday, and you're spending it with me. I want to thank you. I do. Remember, we're going to be here. Oh, wow. Yeah. So we're going to be here tomorrow at 7 on July 4th. We might even be here earlier. You know what? Maybe we should make a rule. No schedules on the holidays because we may have to be with family. But we'll definitely do 2 shows like we always do. Um, but apparently I'm not going to be with family tomorrow, so I will see you here tomorrow at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. I fully give you like like your junior high school teacher. I fully will let you excuse you from class to go to barbecues and dances and dates and church and friendship and family. And I will wish you well, and I hope that you have uh, just a slight sip for me. We're gonna stop this. We can start it over because yeah, we're not done. But so yeah, I just think I had another breakthrough. Um, that's an E. That's an F. That's a G. I can't hit any A's. La 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 la. E F E F. Ooh, ooh. Oh, there's it. Okay, that's a wow. That's an A. Ooh, that's an A. That's an A. Wow. Okay. A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U is actually A-E-I-O-U is B, G, flat. I love it. All right. Come Monday, we are going to don't dash the guitar against the table. Come Monday, we are going to have a 4 p.m. show instead of a 7. Uh, Maybe I should do some standing up. Do I even have any room to stand up or move stuff around? Oh, God. That right. Hold on. There you go. And the sun is going down, so we can close this window. I would like to learn how to tune my guitar down so I can have it match this harmonica. We believe in ritual around here. We have always believed in ritual. What does that mean? We're gonna stand up, so we tilt the camera a tad higher, keeping the countdown clock in mind, and we step back to a. We're gonna put these back slightly further. It's not like I need a lot of room, but I feel like just in case I want to break dance, I should be able to. Um, so we're gonna close this so our neighbors who think I'm weird enough don't actually don't fall over. Okay, perfect. Come on, man. There's not that much stuff to get caught on in here yet. I'm getting caught on all of it. Now I can't look out the window and see what people are doing. Okay. Remember, come Monday, we're gonna move the show to 4. And that because I always want to play at 4 anyway. Then I have to wait till 7. That way, I think I can get some real productive work in at 4 and annoy you, and maybe you can catch the restream on Twitch, where I am known as Karma Arma, and or on YouTube, where I'm known as true S, Armor. The S is for savings or skill or sympathy. The S is for something, man. We are the change we seek. We're finally here. Once you begin to clear your head, I think I did that backwards. Hold it. Is it out and in or in and out? Yeah, excuse me. Yikes, excuse me. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. All right, so we're gonna have some fun mucking around with instruments, and we are gonna teach ourselves music, and we're gonna be happy campers, and we're gonna inspire the next generation of great musicians. And we're gonna do it online, where we don't have to watch our language, or not smoke, or not drink. Everybody needs to just calm down. Lord, I'm trying to get away from all the stress and drama. Then the question is, why do I have a phone, right? All right, let's cut the metronome back on. And yeah, we got 15 minutes. Let's do this in 15 minutes. But I like that the tuner is also on. So where's my... Fighters. That was my fault. Back at the fret, precision. Watchwords of the show, we have to do precision. We have to not look at the fretboard and always put it where we want it to. And we always know what it sounds like when we don't put it where we want to. And we have to get used to standing up. I'm telling you, man, standing up hurts my back because I'm always leaning over like this. Wait, can you see me? I'm always leaning over. Wait, hold on. This is better. I'm always leaning over, right? I'm like this, looking versus standing up. Sorry. You're lucky at the when I start my 4 o'clock shows, and then I do my 10 o'clock pods. I will probably talk politics and day's events while I play guitar in my boxers because I'm this close to running through the clover naked, singing hippie songs that I found music. So I want you to join me in this new adventure where there is no violence. There may be some sex because music goes with sex, right? And does music go with comedy? What does music go? Music goes with everything, actually. Yeah, come get some music. Music goes with everything. Once again, I am Truest Armor. I'm your homie. I hope you are well. I hope that you are going to enjoy your weekend here in the states of the United, these United, we's United. We're going to do some drinking, do some partying. We're going to chase some girls. Girls are going to get chased. Then girls are going to chase some boys, and boys are going to get chased because we're that kind of country. And we're going to have, I guess, sharp elbows about our politics, but hopefully good common sense about our countrymen. And we will be here for the next 1,000 years as long as we get our shit together. Here we go. Remember what we said, other than precision. We also said it helps to move around, like with the metronome, like the dance, to just kind of tap your foot. And I always end up just leaning over, looking at the, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to remember that this is supposed to be like it's easier just to, yeah. I guess standing up and doing this is totally different. It really is weirdly totally different. I gotta tell you guys. I mean, other than whiskey that I like, this Deer Park makes this berry water. It's like a carbonized like water with like probably. I'm sure the it comes from like a natural spring. So yeah, but it is just the best. But you can make it yourself. Get some grapes, 6 grapes, mash them to about a liter of water, and there'll just be a hint of like grape in them, and drink your water that way. There's been lemon water forever. I can't believe I'm paying for it, but I should just buy more fruit, eat more fruit, drink more fruit. God, it's hard to be a hippie when you're all by yourself. That's my problem, right? Hippies hippies need encouragement, right? So we're gonna play, we're gonna sing, we're gonna dance, should I plug this in? Should I switch guitars? Should my last 20 minutes be on the electric? Because the electric doesn't make me lean over. Okay. I wonder if I can do the chords at 60 on 2 beats a minute. See what I'm doing? You just see what I did there? I wonder if I went, and then I instantly went like this. Oh, how do you do it? How do you guys do it? All right, so here we go. I keep forgetting which finger I'm going to do for the A. 2 finger. All right. Wrong. Wrong. Almost a 2 finger. Can I even do this standing up? Can I do the 3 finger A standing up? It's not good, but it's a whole lot better. No, that was horrible. Let's try that again. All right, so yeah, the same thing keeps happening. So what happens when I use 3? We're gonna cut you off for a second. What happens when I use 3 on the A? Let's put my finger right, the 3 finger A position. Right when I'm like this finger either muffles the low E key, the first string, the first E string. It either muffles it with the meat of my hand, or when I'm the very rare chance that I get to clear that, then my second finger, D finger, muffles the G. Right? Right. So when I just flipped it to A, which I keep having hiccups about, my second finger covers the B and the G string, and my first string covers up close the D string, and I don't have. I wipe out both those problems. All right, that didn't happen either. I said I wipe out both those problems. Let's do that again. I wipe out both those problems. All right, here we go. right? But the thing is, I got to get there fast. And since I just changed it, I'm slow from going from this, which is my new move, and the old one used to be this. So like going from here, which is bad now because I've muffled two strings with this, to just this is this is simpler, but I'm also just hear it. Well, that was just once that time. Let's see if what happens the next time. See what I'm saying? So like we know what we need to work with. We know what we need work with. Um, we know why stuff doesn't work. I mean, and come on, man. So your hands are your hands. Sometimes it's easy to do. I mean, this is why, yeah, right? It's easy to do some things one way than another way. So maybe you don't need to know all. No, maybe you should know all the chords, but maybe you only need to know a handful of super good ones, and then a few super unique ones, and then a few unique to you. You know what I mean? Versus, because that grimoire book has like a trillion freaking chords in it, really, literally. And we're gonna learn enough of them. But you know, so we're not like I said, we're not beating ourselves up, but we're not beating ourselves up. Um, I really do like acoustic guitars. Should we switch? No one in the chat said the last person in the chat was an hour ago, and that was me. All right, so we are just going to do more spiders. And we're not going to lean over as we do them. We're not going to put any more pressure on our lower back. We're going to learn how to play the acoustic standing up like a Homo sapien to a biped, not two-ped, a bipedal creature, uh, in my weird Sunday outfit looking like a Karen. All right, so remember, boys and girls, Monday will be 4 o'clock shows. Yeah, and I have to work on my strumming, but I think we're pretty good at. We're getting fair. Look, we could be at 100%. I would absolutely agree with you. No one is discounting that, but I think we're at 60 with the stuff that we want. I want to be at 100 with you. I absolutely do, but we're at 60, and again, it's 2 a days, and it's only been 15 days. We're knocking it out. We're crushing it. We're doing fairly well. There are, I mean, like I said, we acknowledge our foibles and our errors so we could fix them. And we want to fix them fast. We want to the biggest mistakes we make, we want to tackle first. But some of these big mistakes are fucking ginormous. Like the metronome thing and my finger dexterity thing, right? Some of the easier stuff I was taught was not fun, right? But in this scenario, it can be, right? And that's learning the staffs and doing some of the artwork and learning all that cool shit. But that don't take away from the fact that you still need to put the work in to get the fingers to go where you need them to, as fast as you need them to, as precise as you need them to. And that's the point that we're fighting against. Where we're like, oh man, I don't want to. Well, actually, we're not even having those. I don't want to do this today feeling. We're just kind of like, oh wow, ooh, that's not getting as good as fast as I want it. So we obviously want it. We're obviously gonna be here every day. Like I said, 1,000 days, baby. Um, you can learn anything in 1,000 days, right? You can go to community college in 1,000 days. You can go to university in 1,000 days twice, right? It's 2 segments of that. So 1,000 days is 2 years and about 7 months. You can change your life in 2 years and 7 months. If you were a drinker when you started, 2 years and 7 months it's 1,000 days, right? 2 years and 7 months. You can go from no kids to an almost 3-year-old, right? And in another 1,000 days, you've got a kid in school. 1,000 days is a nice little chunk of time. It's not it's not so small as to be insignificant, but it's not so big as to be traumatizing. You feel me? You can quit smoking, you can quit drinking, you can get healthy, you can take up exercise, you can learn to run a marathon, you can learn to play a guitar, you can learn music, you can learn to swim, you can run like a 5K or you know, it's 2 years, right? 2 years, 7 months, 3 weeks. 1,000 days. Who's in, baby? So on top of that, we're going to be doing other interesting stuff because I love to cook and I love to paint and I love to draw, and I used to be fit, and as you can see, I'm becoming quite the sexy sausage. Uh, I won't use that term anymore. I promise. I'm sorry. Um, but we're going to do all the good, fun stuff. Maybe we'll be hippie guitarists, but not in the sense that we're in the sense that we're friendly and we're slightly different, right? We want to be better. We want to do stuff. So maybe the next 1,000 days will be piano. Who knows? Maybe it'll be cooking. Who knows, right? But we're gonna do some good shit. Um, so again, tomorrow, it will be 13 minutes. No, I'm sorry. Oh, I should do a 13 minutes tomorrow on July 4th to read started. So next week we're coming back with 13 minutes. They won't be live. They'll be recorded. I'll be dropping them to YouTube only. Maybe drop them here. I have to, but generally to YouTube only. Keeping about 13 minutes, 25 minutes on political topic and social topics, health and welfare, God is love kind of stuff, humanity is great kind of stuff, the cosmos is awesome kind of stuff, uh, separation of church and state kind of stuff, uh, boy meets girl kind of stuff, you know, primal, interesting bullshit. Um, and then, as every day, starting Monday, tomorrow, July 4th, 2021, we will be here. Oh, it's 3 after the hour, 9 here on the East Coast of America. And we've been going for 2 hours. So tomorrow morning, let's not get ahead of ourselves. There will be a 7 a.m. show, as we always do a 7 a.m. show, because we are committed and we're about this life, this gangster guitar life, right? And music. We're learning music too, but don't I've only got like guitars and a couple of other things. I don't have a piano. If I had a piano, we'd be Anyway, don't no. I'm not buying a piano. I'm already in over my head, and I'm not. I'm still. I'm found. No, I'm not floundering. I'm actually like. I'm because I feel for the first time in a long time I want something and I'm running at it. I'm chasing it and I'm hoping that other people will join me. You know what I mean? So I don't feel. I played. I've For the last month. I've played a lot of guitar. A lot of it. It's so awesome. It's so good. Uh, I find myself wanting to meet other guitarists, right? Just to talk to them. But I think, you know, I'd be chatty like if a spaceship landed. I'd be, what does that do? But they've been in spaceships their whole life. They'd be like, good, Earthling, leave me alone. I'm kind of very busy here. I'm trying to get these potato chips. And I think that's the same thing, right? You want a more down to earth thing. If I had a million questions about, wow, what it's like to be fly an airplane to like one of these guys, because you see them all the time driving down the road, doing F-16 loops and stuff. It's the most awesome thing. Every now and then you see like, oh man, I love living here. So on this July 4th, there will be a 7 a.m. show. And then there will be a 7 p.m. show. I'm going to try and do some cleaning up. But that didn't go well today, did it? Not at all. And tomorrow, 7 p.m., 7 a.m., and then 7 p.m., and then Monday, oh, there you are. And then Monday, there will be a 7 a.m. show, 7 a.m. East Coast time. And then there will be a 4 p.m. I'm wondering if I should just finish out the week with 7s and 7s, because I like to be. No, it's the beginning of the month. All right, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna Monday's gonna be a 4 show, and it'll probably run a little longer. But after that, most likely, sometime in the evening, there will be a smoke 'em if you got 'em, rock and roll 'em, politic 'em, call up kind of show, and we'll see what happens. Because at the end of the day, we like to talk to people because we're musicians. Musicians are people who talk to people, right? They take the temperature of the room and they play this, and if that doesn't work, they go, okay, let's not play that. Let's play, a love song or now a rhythm and So they sort of read the room, and in reading the room, you have to know, quite frankly, what people like to listen to. It can't be the Blues Brothers where you only play Rawhide because they don't know any other songs and they throw rocks at you. If you know blues songs and then you go to country music, you better do your homework and know a ton of country music songs. I mean, nobody's asking you to adopt anybody's politics. Everybody's asking you to be a musician. I am personally asking you to be a musician. Look. I'm sorry. I don't know if you are a musician or not, but if you aren't, it'd be really good if you were. So, would you come back and be a musician with us? Like I said, ukuleles are cheap. We're gonna be doing reading music and stuff. You can do some of your own homework, or you could just come and hang out with us for the 1,000 days, and then maybe you'll be a musician then. So I am asking you personally, will you please be a musician and make the world better by one person? How's that? Yeah. All right. Let's put this here. Good Lord, people. The world is falling apart. You need to be a musician. The world is falling apart. You might be the Bill and Ted person, right? Where they bring back of the fret, back of the fret, back of the fret, back of the fret. That stretching pinky is whew. So if I just move the first. I always put it here. And it needs to be a full finger width back. I mean, we know what we're doing wrong. We're not ill-informed of the problem here, right? But like I said, and I'll say it again and again and again, I'll draw a picture of it. I'm gonna have to put those on again. That's the dryer claiming that everything is dry, and I know it's a lie. Okay, we're gonna put this here. The clothes can wait. I'll just redry them later. Actually, no, I'll probably forget to redry them later. So we're gonna take a break. We're not ending the stream. We're just gonna take a break. How long? Let's pause this. Actually, you know what? Let's stop that. Why are we taking a break? I was gonna go in there and change that stuff. This is a problem. All these one-use items. I mean, I feel bad about this. But you know what? It like I said, everybody knows I'm from New York. They have recycling and cut the beer can things in half so like they don't get caught around the turtles and all this. And then it's found out that they weren't even really recycling. They were just warehousing it and giving it to somebody else and they were just dumping. I was just kind of like, why am I even? So now I don't do any of it anymore. I feel bad about the ducks and the birds, but whatever, man. You know, I can't save the world. I mean, you use good, what's the word? You use a noble and good thing about saving the world against me. And you just, pissed all the good faith away. Let's do this and grab it. All right. Let's cut this light out. So, I was actually thinking about having a watch party on Twitch because there's a Chris Pratt movie that just dropped, and I love science fiction, and it'd be cool to watch with some people. I don't know how many people have Twitch here. I have a couple of friends on Twitch, but I'm so bad. Like you young people and your notification, like genies and all this stuff. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm just so. What's the word? I feel like an ancient. I feel like an ancient philosophy amidst the new modernness of the modern techno philosophy, which is what communication and twerk and what's the other thing? Um, Man, I don't know. It's techno babble, right? So, like, I always tell people, my grandfather, my great grandfather, did not like my grandfather's music, and my grandfather didn't like my father's music, and my father sure as hell did not like rap music. Um, so part of that is me trying not to repeat, not to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be like them in a lot of ways, but I do not want to be judgmental of younger people and younger music and younger things and younger energy. Uh, so I try and stay plugged in, but some stuff you miss, no matter how plugged in you are. And then on top of that, like everything moves to young people in a way that they used to say when I was young. I'd be like, yeah, 18 to 35 when I was in that demographic. Now it's like someone asked me, we were talking about his art, and I was like, well, I paint, and people always move around trying to sell their art. They move to New York and California and Los Angeles, quite frankly. And I was like, oh, well, what do you do with it? Do you put it on Facebook? You got a page? You got a YouTube? Do you paint on YouTube? Do you have a Twitch? You have Instagram? Those are the ones that he was like, well, they're on TikTok. And I was like, I'm not on TikTok. I was like, TikTok. I've heard of it before, but isn't that like a 30-second clip of whatever art you have, right? So how can you make, I don't know, short attention span theater, baby. Once again, I am Karma Armor on Twitch, and I'm True S Armor on YouTube. TRU space S. It's a play on words. Get it? Get truest. Bum 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 bum. So what we are doing here. Ugh, good lord, we're gonna get rid of this. I think we solved our metronome issue. I really do. Um, but to test that theory, we're gonna try it again. Remember, this is how we do it. We play some, we sit, we chill, we chat, we put some down, we pick it back up, we play again. Um, if you're super A type personality and you have to always be running at it. I totally get it. Ah, um, but if you're laid back and easy, you may be a bit what's the word? Oh, what's the word when you put stuff off? Procrastinate, right? And you procrastinate, you know, Come hang out with us. You might procrastinate a little less. So remember, like and subscribe. Is that what the kids say? And in 1,000 days or so, start a band. Where's my jet fuel lighter? All right, we are about to do this thing. Do we want to play this? I really would rather. See, it's also weird when I watch, like I said yesterday, I watch people play guitar online, and they have a year, don't lean over. And they have like 0 to a year, and you see how much progress they made. They're mostly always electric guitars. They're rarely ever acoustic guitars. I don't know, and yeah, it's the men and the women. It's mostly electric guitars. All right, let's cut the metronome on and do crabs, spiders. You know what? Also, if if I move, my man Biz is at it again. If I move the practice up on, wow, I don't know what that was. So we're gonna dim some lights. Whew. All right, what was that? So here in the land of guns, you gotta watch yourself. Just saying. Well, this is nice. I cut one light out and I got this going. Everything doesn't seem to be too dim. Wow. You know what that is? Fireworks. It is the 4th of July, but damn are they close. I hear my neighbors already talking about it. All right. We're going to give that a couple of more shots. It's 2:13. I don't remember what time this happened in the stream, so I could cut it and put it on something. Wow, that was a big ass boom. All right, so let's just try and do these spiders. I had to cut that light out. That was a little distressing. But I have this light. Do I need to put this light on me? I don't think so. I'll just kick it as a kick light. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, this is nice for late night streaming. We're cleaned up. I'll be sober on the 4 o'clock streams, but something tells me there will likely be a late night stream. Who knows? Maybe even daily. But there won't be a time on it. Maybe we'll say a half an hour. It'll be like a after hours thing, and not keep anybody who has to go to work. And then on Friday we'll blow the doors off. Ooh-wee. That was quite a firework. All right, here we go, homie. So brown. So what are we gonna play? Don't bend over. What were we doing? We're doing spiders. Mm. That might be it. Let's call these last 15 minutes the last 15 minutes. Because I just feel suckage right now. I'm not doing anything right. Like, I just can't find any chords standing up. I'm so used to this, like sitting down, like, ugh. Whoop. So yeah, all right. Apparently, it has been a long day. We have been running since 7. We are going to crash this one out. People are beginning to get into the mode of July 4th. I guess I should go and change into some July 4th gear. I don't even know what that's going to be. We can cut you off. I want to thank you for all your time and energy. All right. We're going to put this in charge. Perfect. We will be here tomorrow. Let's face it, it's not going to be clean. It's not. I'm going to have to come up with my own barbecue tomorrow, which is fun. I like to cook. Should I stream it? I don't know how I'm going to stream it. Through my phone and I guess I could stream it. But it would just look it would just look sad. Trust me. You and your giant family outing is going to be more impressive than me making a sad wiener dog and one hamburger here at my house. Let's cut this back on for a second. I would like to thank all of you for coming on through, kicking it with me. What is up with this? Like this, getting this phone on this weird little round charger is not easy. Thank you. So remember, technology is our friend, right? So we're going to use this technology to learn this guitar. Because when your grandpa had to walk uphill both ways in the snow to get guitar lessons, barefoot, you don't have to do that. You're good. We are good. We are rock stars. Well, we're not rock stars. We are we are internet stars with this. So, let's be patient. Let's be thankful. Got 10 minutes. Let's be thankful to each other's time and energy. What is going on with the fuck? Oh, you know what? In my development, there are a private security company armed. So yeah. And I guess they're here because about 15 minutes ago, someone blew up some really super giant fireworks, and someone called the cops because I don't even know. So yes, we Americans, let's get it going. It's going to be July 4th, and I want to say 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to pull out some hamburgers, season them up, take out my flat grill, and grill them at a reasonable, moderate level in my kitchen so I don't set off the smoke detectors. I got buns and hot dogs because those are, oddly enough, hard to find all of a sudden. And I'm going to thank America for this very last American experience. I'm just kidding. We're going to be here next year. Come on, people. Have a sense of humor about your country. We're not in demise. We're just in sort of like we have a strong stomach flu. We're just not ready to go out yet. But we're out and we're doing it. China wants to be us, but they don't innovate because their people don't think for themselves. So they steal everything. The Russians are the Russians. They don't innovate anything either because their people are oppressed and they steal everything. But the Germans, the British, all these supposed to be Western, they don't do anything because they're staring at us. We do shit. We're the freest people on the planet, and it's a problem for a lot of people. And our allies who are shaky, if they're even our allies, don't live like we do. And then we do shit, and the first thing they do is they ridicule us as a nation. They look, this, you may not like it, but this gun shit everywhere is freedom. You know what I mean? And they'll go, no guns, oh, and no knives, oh, and maybe you can't say this, and then they'll bleed into all this other shit. So we've got this weird balance of chaos and creativity here, even as like the politicians are just a hot joke. Our politicians are just the worst. But yeah, the people, you can chill to just be at home and stay at home housewife, nothing wrong with that. Or you could have 5 kids and no husband and a business and put yourself to dental school. Or you can just fuck all that and write your novels and self-publish them, right? And maybe you no one buys them, but you can also work it. You know what I'm saying? It's America is so wide open, and in that wide openness, you will get the occasional genius who knows how to make something that's bullshit actually lucrative, or make something out of whole cloth, like apps. I remember years ago they were like, "What is the internet?" It was on the Today Show. It was who were they? It was Brian Gumble. It was what's her name? Katie Couric, and it was someone else. I want to say it was Jane. Jane of the she hosts the Sunday morning show now. Jane Pauley. So they were like, "What is the internet?" Like it was either what is the internet or what is an app. They were trying to figure out like how do you get on the internet. I remember those questions. You people who are born with the internet, I was like, "What is it?" I just dial, and they're like, "No, you need a modem to get." I was like, okay. How do I get? No, you have to pay. Then you have to. It's like, but I have a phone. So, no. This is totally different. I'm like, all right. So someone else sort of brings you along to like the new technology, just like someone brings you along to crime. I hate to say it. Every day, somebody's making new criminals. That's no bullshit. That is the truth, my homie. We are gonna crash this thing out in 6.5 minutes. So remember, oh my God, this show was a washout. Let's just call it what it was. It was a washout. Because a lot of stuff that was supposed to get done did not get done. I did a fair amount of running. I got a fair amount accomplished in my personal life. But that you don't care about that. We are here to play guitar. We're here to learn some stuff. Um, I guess I can read passages. I have to look up. I have to research how to read passages of books without getting in trouble for it. But a lot of this stuff, it's been around forever. Right? Music has been around forever. So, chords and Circle of Fifth. Where's that book at? Here it is. I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Thank you. Chord wheels, right? So I love this thing. Like, I don't even understand chord wheel, but when I saw this, I was like, I probably need to buy this so I can one day understand it. Right? Good Lord, I bought this forever ago. And now, like I knew it, it's going to come in handy in our assigning Roman numerals. There's no Roman numerals. But there's a Roman numeral chart. So, what, did I show it to you? I mean, is it on the other side? Yeah, there it is. See it? Look at that. It's full of cheats. So all that stuff, I was like, I don't know what this Roman numeral stuff is. I mean, it's going to take a little reading, but that's fine. We got 1,000 days. We're going to knock this thing straight office whatever. I'm trying not to curse anymore. We're going to knock it. I wanted to say on his ass, but we're going to do it. This is going to be awesome. 4 minutes. Let's say we knock this thing out in about 2. Let's remember. So tomorrow, I'm going to say it one more time. 7 a.m. We're all going to be here, playing guitar, drinking coffee, and talking crap about yesterday's show because it's in the books, right? Tomorrow, not promised to anybody. Actually, tomorrow never comes, as I wrote on someone's page not an hour ago. Tomorrow never comes. It's always now. So, tomorrow, we will practice guitar. But we exist in the now. Let the people you know that you love them. He chat, sup, yo. Good Lord. I can't even spell. I'm in the chat. I'm just going to delete this. Yep. Oh, how about we edit it? How about that? See what? It's supposed to say, hey, chat. Hey. Hey, chat. What's up, yo? See? Edit. There you go. Look at us. All right. There you have it. I feel slightly less stupid now that I got to edit that. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes exactly. Well, not exactly. 2 hours and 30 minutes in about 8 minutes or so. 8 minutes. 8 seconds or so. So we're gonna crash this thing out. I want you to go prep for tomorrow. Don't drink too much. Don't drink and drive. If you go to an event, ask that girl out. If you're that girl, walk up to that guy and ask him out. I mean, like I said, we saw something in the paper where people don't have any friends and people aren't getting married and people aren't getting dating and people are just lonely and they're spending time with their computers and their vibrators and their bullshit, their video games. No, this can't be what happens to us. I fucking refuse to believe it. You know what I'm saying? You are important. You're important to fucking me, and I don't even know you. So no, don't give up. I mean, like I said, learn your guitar, you'll meet guitarists. That's social. Maybe not. Don't try and have sex with everybody you meet. How about that? Maybe you'll meet somebody and they'll be cool, and they'll meet some people, they'll be cool, and in that pool of people, you'll meet the true one. You know what I mean? Versus all this other stuff that TV is always selling us. So come on, you are important to the squad. You're valuable to the plane. I'm sure your family loves you. And if you have no family, you should definitely internalize what I'm saying and meet some nice, cool somebody and start your own great American tale. Um, yeah. And no better day than July 4th, right? You fantastic son of a bitch. You beautiful, beautiful beast of a bitch. You bastard. You can knock this thing out tomorrow. I mean, come on. You're a musician. Even if you haven't picked up anything yet. Like me, I bought all this stuff, just kind of like always in the back of my head. Why am I even walking into music stores and buying stuff? What's wrong with me? Here I am. And this is not just my first 1,000-day devotional. And those of you who don't know me, I've done two before. One failed and one was a complete success. This is going to be my third, so I'm going to be 2 of 3 if I can pull off 1,000 days. And I intend to pull off 1,000 days and walk away with something. My first 1,000 days was about fitness. My second was about education, and it failed. And this one's about music. So I guess it's about education and mental fitness. But after this, I may tackle my bucket list and get that law degree. But I'm gonna do that the way I'm doing this. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of people with me who want the law degree. Maybe we'll start two. We're doing this twice a day. Maybe we'll do 2,000 days at the same time, right? We'll play guitar and we'll quietly study amongst each other to get like this law degree in like the next 5 years or whatever we're gonna do. But for the right now, we like I said, look, listen. You do this, it's yours forever. You own it. You know it, you own it. It's like learning the language, right? Versus the video games, which I love, uh, going to the club, which I used to do. I'm not gonna knock it, but it's not permanent. It's not this. This changes you, and it changes you internally, and like I said, once the way we're gonna do it, you're gonna be able to like know like that song and why it means so much to you, and might be able to write one yourself. Versus just us consuming all this stuff. One of the great things about YouTube, people are writing, not well, I'm sure they're writing and shooting and editing their own videos and putting it, and they would have never have had that opportunity, right? So now we're in a live stream world, and I would never have had this opportunity. So first of all, I'm going to give a shout out to Hats for it. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to YouTube for making it originally possible. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to Twitch for letting me game and people watch me, and when I'm not gaming, watching me talk. I mean, it's a marvelous world. You should take a little advantage of it. Everyone else does, and the loneliness, the solitude, uh, is good if you know how to use it. I'm pretty good with my solitude. I use it in a myriad of ways. And sometimes it makes me crazy that people are intruding on my solitude, but I'm never lonely. People who are lonely, you can cure that. Pick up a talent. Um, Pick up a social talent. Music is a social talent. Like I paint, but that's sort of a meditation of me in a canvas or me in an art book, right? But music is a social talent. So maybe see more music, listen more music, be more music. I don't know. Somehow I mean, music is your birthright. Let me tell you. Like, I think the original three arts, when we were in caves, were drawing on the walls, banging on the log, which is music, and dancing, right? Somebody shimmying around, and to like all this stuff, and that was the dawn of like, I guess, the party night. Somebody realized that grapes were great when they were rotten, I guess, and here we are, 10,000 years late, not 10,000 years. How old is civilization? I want to say civilization is 10,000 years old. No more than 15. Oh, man. See, this is why I'm good at parties, because I always look shit up. How old is civilization? 60,000. What did I say? 15? Traces of civilization have been found going back nearly 80,000 years in Africa, but these fragments, bones, tools, oh, well, okay, bones and tools. Okay, that's civilization. Vanished from the archaeological record about 60,000 years ago. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold up. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. You just said it was 80,000 years ago and then it vanished 60,000. So it was around for 20,000 years and gone for 3 times as long? How's that civilization? We're still here. Start date for human civilization moved back 20,000 years. Oh, why do we give these people grant money? They can't answer a simple question on the internet. While our ancestors have been around for about 6 million years, the modern form of human only evolved about 200,000 years ago. Okay, I know this. Civilization, as we know, is only about 6,000 years old, and industrialists started earnestly in the 1800s. All right, so the first people say it was 80,000 years ago and then disappeared. So somebody created bones and tools and beads, and then they all died out. And then there was what for 50,000 years up until 6,000 years ago. Good Lord, people. You're making me crazy with the information I'm getting. Everybody telling me something different. We might have to freaking re-hit this. Oop, there you go. We were supposed to be into this pod like 5 minutes ago. Oh my God. I'm such a chatty bitch. So remember, we are journeyman blues musicians. We'll be learning music in that blues and learning all this other stuff because we want to and we can in this grand and great civilization of ours. Wow, I gotta tell you, Haps needs to really do some about like I guess the bandwidth drops and then the picture goes like their frame rate falls into the basement. Yep. See, and it's like that on all the channels. It's sort of a problem. Uh, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. So, since the picture just went to shit, I'm sort of trying to wait for it to come back. Uh, I don't really even know what to do. It's not like it's my camera because the Chiron 20 minutes of daily guitar practice, which runs infinitely, um, isn't fuzzy. Now I'm just curious to see how long it takes for the whole process to get back to clarity. I'm wondering if I cover the camera with my hand and bring it back if it does anything. Nope. Yeah, it's on their end. So it's a buff. It can be. I guess it's a buffering issue. Uh, yeah. I don't even know. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I'm not going to be clear. I'm in clarity. But since I'm all pixelated, I might as well run around naked, right? Oh man, did I just come back into focus when I said that? Man, I was about to strip and run around with my dangle hanging out. Um, no, I wasn't. Although there's nothing wrong with your body. Your body is beautiful, but you should take care of it. You should always be fit to fight, which means fit to run if you have to. These are primal edicts from a bygone age. Don't buy all the hip hop bullshit because there's guns or cowboy nonsense from the 50s or whatever, right? Sometimes you have to defend and sometimes you have to retreat. Even the military does it. Don't hate on it. It's a fact of life. Um, but tell any story you want after it. Explain it however you need to, as long as you get to go home to the family, right? Because they'd miss you if you were gone. I would miss you if you were gone. Having said that, don't be an asshole, running around being a schmuck, fighting everybody. You know what I'm saying? We've got enough problems from the outside. We don't need the sling arrows on the inside of this tent. So, again, we about to wrap this thing up. Good Lord, 2 hours and 40 minutes. We should have ended this thing 15 minutes ago. I got love for you. I do. We, you, I, us, guitar people, musicians, can change the world if we gather together here every day, 7 a.m., 7 p.m., but I'm gonna have to change my thing on Twitch. But Monday we start 4 p.m. So it's gonna be 7 a.m. and then 4 p.m. Um, until the wheels fall off, as we say in the streets. So yes, please know that July 4th is an important day. You should get some goodness. And of all the days, try not to hate your fellow man on that day. Remember, especially your fellow American. But on July 4th, if you don't get it, I'm sorry. I feel you. I wanted to say something flippant like "sucks to be you," but I don't think you will understand my sense of humor, and I think you'll be mad at me, and I don't want you to be mad at me. But yeah, we have exercise your quirky sense of humor. Have a drink, have a hot dog, have a Wiener Schnitzel or sauerkraut. Call your mom, call your homies, call your military people who are in your family. Be thankful that yay, we did it. 1776. I don't know, man. I'm trying here. I'm trying. Um, and in the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow for coffee. Right? Tomorrow for coffee, a little guitar practice, probably more scales set up like we did here. Um, and that'll only be like 20 minutes, I'm sure, maybe an hour. They know it normally goes an hour and 15 minutes, quite frankly, but maybe an hour. Um, and then I'll see you tomorrow night at 7. And I'm pretty sure that will be short because I will probably be full of protein and alcohol. And that will probably only go an hour and a half. Right, right. So, but we're learning this stuff so instead. I'm sure if you took out all the goofiness and the silly conversation, our guitar practice will probably be about an hour. We do a fair amount of work. We're not totally lazy in it. We're not, but I mean, my hands hurt, and now I know that I have to work on my strumming, which I need to do more up on camera. But we've been doing it. But we've also been talking, right? Is it a good use of time? Yeah, I feel like I'm getting to know you. And I hope that you'll come back and pick up a guitar, and maybe something about guitars, and you'll be able to share it here. I think I'm going to start writing down all the good information I get from who I get it from. But it's just Saturday, baby. When I was a young man, this is about the time I'd go out to ask ladies to the Sunday social. Yeah, that was it. That's what we did at 10:30 at night on Saturdays in New York City, in Brooklyn. Yeah. So I hope you have a lady to ask to the Sunday social, and I hope that goes well for you. And if you're a lady asked to the Sunday social, I hope that goes well for you. And I will see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Excuse me, and then 7 p.m. And then the next day, 7 a.m. and then 4 p.m. and then the next day, 7 a.m. and then 4 p.m. and then 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. And then we'll get to Sunday and you'll think, huh, deja vu. And I'll go, no, we didn't do this. Yo, we did do this last Sunday. You'll get to Saturday. Well, if you've been here before, you know that it's supposed to go 7 a.m., 7 p.m., 7 a.m., then you'll say, hey, deja vu. And I'll go, oh, you think it's deja vu. We learned something new. It's something blah, so we had 7, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. That doesn't work anymore because now we're moving it to 4. So the person Thursday can't go, oh, this is like last Thursday because it won't be like last Thursday. So it's going to have to be a week before I can actually use this again in some form or fashion. But meh, whatever's whatever. Uh, Remember, God is great. Excuse me. And he made you and you are great, right? Because he made you. And if you don't believe in God, the cosmos is great and vast and glorious, and you're made of stardust. How are you not great? So either way you look at these things, you are great. Own your greatness. I appreciate you. I appreciate this time you spent with me here as we played and sipped and played. I think one day, who knows, maybe there will be a get together and we'll all bring our instruments, and who knows, maybe it'll get really interesting and people have favorite shows, say favorite segments, right? Oh man, that'd be great because that would imply that we've touched people in a way that's say, okay, we're going to give ourselves 15 minutes to, to pontificate, maybe 10, to pontificate on what this could turn out to be if I handled this right, uh, and you handled this right, and we all agree to handle this right and become actual good musicians. Since schools don't make musicians anymore, right? So if you could start somehow making musicians, and first of all, I think that musicians are like I said, we all listen to their songs, we hum it, we get married to it, right? We have these heartbreaks, these songs. I mean, who knows this kind of song you might write, right? So yeah, I mean, what happens if all of a sudden, you know, I can play a song or two in a year or so. How long does it take to learn a song? I think 2 weeks. So what if I can learn a song? Let's tone this down. Excuse me. Oop, there you go. What if I could learn to play a song? Maybe I need to. What if I need to learn to play? Thank you all. What if I need to learn to play a song? So technically, if you can learn a song in 2 weeks, and I'm of average intelligence, and there are 52 weeks in a year, and let's say you just wanted to learn, you're not going to do it every week, right? So let's say you did it half the year. So that half of 52 is what, boys and girls? 26, right? So if 26 weeks every 2 weeks is 13, so theoretically we should be able to learn about 13 songs a year, right? But that's back to back to back after, right? So you're not going to do that. So then you cut that in half. That's 7. So that's 7 weeks. So um, you could learn 3 songs a year comfortably, not busting your ass. You can learn up to 25 songs a year if it takes you 2 weeks to learn a song. But something tells me after you crunched it and learned how to learn the first song, you get better at learning the second song. You work out a system, and before you know it, you'd probably be able to learn a lot more than 25 songs in a year, right? You'd be able to shortcut it. I know these chords, things repeat that I just need to learn, right? So, and I know that, and we are budding musicians, and I know that. So, how many songs could you learn, right? We already established a minimum of 7, right? Um, in 13 weeks, every 2 weeks, which is half of which is a quarter of a year, not the half. Yeah, right, not the half, because that would imply everyday work, and it's not the whole year, which implies like a mad devotion to learning a song every 2 weeks. I something tells me you could get it down to you could probably learn a song in an afternoon, but I think the average person would probably be able to get it down to learn a song every 5 days, right? But first, you have to get the base minimum, and the base minimum is, well, an instrument, obviously, but the way we're doing it is sort of arts and craftsy, and it's not really folksy. Is this folksy? This isn't folksy. I'm fucking sitting here drinking and talking shit. Um, that's not folksy. Uh, is it urban? I mean, I am urban, but I'm in Virginia. Is city mouse country mouse? I don't care. Whatever it is, you see what I'm saying? It's just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just it's hmm, it's sort of indefinable, right? But it's all open. It's all open. So nobody's saying what type of song to learn or how. But God, I mean, I've been looking for a song to learn to play at my level, and it's such a widespread. But again, I haven't ever tried to learn a song, so there might be some. some trepidation, mental like what's the word? Mental fuckery. Like I'm just like, oh, what do golfers get? Like they get the yips. Golfers and baseball players, it, not batters, pitchers. So like they get this weird thing where they have to throw the first base all the time. It's kind of like this weird, and golfers begin to shank it. So maybe I'm like before this whole thing even starts, I'm like I I promised a lot, even though I haven't promised anybody anything. I promised myself 1,000 days. I promised myself 1,000 days. So maybe there's some fear and trepidation, and that's fine, right? I mean, isn't there fear and trepidation when bands do their first gig or whatever? So it's just a thing to get over, and I'm gonna get over it, and we're gonna do a song. I just don't know what. Um, but yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today. I'm doing a lot of thinking about music, driving around in the car, and thinking about like commercials, even these little jingles. Um, excuse me. Uh, I don't know these like yeah, it's you have music in your head. You do. You have music in your head all the time. Car commercials, songs, like like an interesting song will pop into your head that might be unique to you, and you don't know how to write it down because you don't know music, right? We're gonna fix that in like we're gonna fix that not in 1,000 days. We're gonna fix that fairly fast. I mean, we need to tighten up our fret stuff. We learned the fretboard fairly fast, but it's not. It doesn't come to us like right? And it should. So like we sort of when we were watching Dougie, and he peed all over the place. We love you, Dougie. Uh, we were we sort of stopped doing the notes. So we're gonna rush back into this chord thing with the notes and the staff, and we're gonna put it probably we're probably gonna put it on the flag, right? I'm gonna make up. Maybe I'll get some um, paper plates. Yeah, I just buy paper plates and use those, cut them in small, and use those as notes on the. Yes, that there you go. Okay, fine. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're not gonna reinvent the wheel. We're not gonna make this super hard, but we're gonna bind all those three things. Like we're gonna bind the like I was about to say musical chord, like I'm inventing something, but no. But those three things: the chord, the image of the note on the sheet music, and as you play the fingering, you'll know what finger you're pressing. It's like I said, we said this earlier when we first started. It'll take a little longer, but once you're in, I think you'll progress extra fast. But mind you, back then I wasn't a musician, and then we decided to call ourselves musicians about a week ago because we're serious about this, right? And we want our laurels now. We don't rest on them. We pat ourselves on the back. We did some good stuff in these past 15 days, 2 a days, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 6 hours, like well, 2 hours a session, 2.5 hours a session, hour and a half a session here, 3 hour session here. So we're doing like three or four. We're doing like 4.5, 5 hours a day, minimums, right? So we're gonna and I you saw me had to fix my A major, right? You saw us learn the triangle means major, right? You saw us learn. So we're picking up stuff. We're kind of like discovering pearls in the sand as we go through this. And like I said, we got a big box. Oh, we got a big box of trouble. Um, okay, stop it. We got a big box of mistakes, and those mistakes are what? That's the last 5 minutes, I promise. Those mistakes are if what 50,000, 100,000. The way we're going through them, that box is fucking going to be empty in like a year. Whether or it might be 5,000 or 10,000, whatever. It's going to be empty in a year. We make the mistakes on the fretboard. We get this wrong. Someone clears us up. And when someone comes into the chat with new information, wipe 200 of those mistakes out of the box, and eventually there won't be any mistakes in the box, man. And we'll be. I remember that day when we didn't know very much about the guitar and we took a risk. And now look at us. 2 years later, you know, we're pretty competent guitar players. Not the best, not the worst, pretty competent guitar players. This is what we want. This is where we're going. So these rah-rah speeches are a little for you. They're a lot for me, but they're a lot for you, and they're a little for me. They're a lot for both of us. They're mostly for me, and maybe some for you, but mostly for us. Makes perfect sense, right? July 4th, man. Middle of summer, right? Perfect holiday. Not really about politics, quite frankly. It's about hot dogs and barbecues, and it's such a primal kind of fireworks. It's a good time. So please try and go out and enjoy some of it. I know it's been a fucked year. I know it. Um, Kids had like the college experience sort of mangled by this thing. How do you date in this environment? Like little kids, I see like 2 and 3 year olds looking at everybody with a mask on. They're supposed to be getting little nuances from facial cues, and they won't have them. I worry about them in 30 years when they're adults and they don't know how to connect to people. These are the times when that's supposed to be happening, right? So a little normalcy. Everybody's lonely. Everybody's lovelorn. Everybody's broke. Everybody's, you know. So know that there's someone out there who gets it, man. I fucking totally get it. Um, but you also have to know that you're not the only one in that position, and other people are in it with you. You don't know them, so you may want to yell at them and call them asshole on the road, or call them a super motherfucker in the deli or the whatever. But it's better just kind of go, man, whatever, man. You know, hey, you want to be extra magnanimous? Go, I'm having a bad day. It's my fault. Excuse me, man. And watch how fast shit gets diffused. This is on me, man. My bad. Even if it's not on you, a lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, well, yeah, nah, man, nah, it's cool, man. Don't worry about it." Just to diffuse it. It's always us throwing more fire on the. Real assholes go, yeah, I thought mother, and then they want to like those are real assholes, but most people aren't real assholes. It just takes one not to dance this stupid dance, right? And I'm a musician, so I'm not trying to fight you. My fighting days are over, right? And you might be a musician, right? Because you're here watching me. You may really be here, right? Maybe this is it. We just kind of go, fuck that, I'm gonna do it, right? But some things change because musicians aren't boxers. We're not suckers. Don't get me wrong. We're not. But you can be just kind of like it's fine to let it go, right? I mean, you know what to let go. You're an intelligent person. I'm not saying let everything go, but that trivial shit in the 7-Eleven, yeah, man. That's my fun. My bad. Yeah, please don't. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Oh, no, you're right. My bad. My bad. But if he steps too close, then we expect everybody to do what they're gonna do. But I think a lot of the time it doesn't even have to get that far. It really doesn't. If cats would just be like, okay, man, my bad, you know, and that's it. So this July 4th, have a little room for forgiveness for the errant knucklehead that wanders into your purview, right? Don't take him up on this dance for violence and stupidity. And see me back here tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night. See me back here Monday morning at 7 a.m. Um, and then we'll talk about July 4th and what a good time you had. And if you met anybody interesting at the party that you went to, because I'd love to hear it. Uh, so we're gonna wash this one out because it's officially 3 hours. I need to go prep a meal tomorrow because apparently I'm gonna be having cornflakes on July 4th. I got love for you. Remember, you are not alone in this world. We are humans. We are creatures of habit, but we're also social creatures. You shouldn't be alone. You shouldn't be alone. And you shouldn't feel bad that you are alone if you happen to be alone. And if you happen to be alone, you can change that. You can absolutely change that. Thank you. I will see you at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Happy 4th of July. Well, it's not 4th of July. Happy 3rd of July. You got 2 hours, for God's sakes. Well, you know what? That's an early happy 4th. That early happy 4th, that's for y'all. You keep that. I'm going to see you tomorrow, and I'm going to wish you 2 more happy 4ths, easily. So please, take care. And I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Peace.